Hello and welcome back to another episode of Make It a Double Double. We have returned after a lovely week off, mainly because I was off on my ventures away in Wales for a week. But we have returned with another in-house special, with it being obviously coming up to the Euros, end of all the European seasons. Thought we'd do a European Championships breakdown, little preview for the ladies and gentlemen out there. How are we feeling about that, boys?
Yeah,
Buzzing. Absolutely thrilled to talk about teams that we actually don't know who's actually in the squads or who's playing for them or who they're against. So yeah, we're gonna give a good insight on this.
So the thing is, Mark said just before we started, like literally 2 minutes ago, said, "I'll be honest, I've not done much research."
Mm-hmm.
When do we ever? I
Never.
think the true unique selling point of Make It a Double Double is stating things as if they're fact with absolutely no backup whatsoever. And I,
Uttermost, like, we don't care if we are wrong.
yeah,
Attitude at all. We
well,
don't
actually,
give a
I
fuck.
look good, you know. Just looking at my
Yeah,
camera here, bloody hell.
You look a bit
Yeah, got
sun-kissed, mate.
bit of colour, beards coming nicely. Fucking hell, what a time to be alive. But
I look like I've been hit by a bus.
yeah, you do, mate. You look like you're struggling. We'll get onto it. I'm sure we'll get onto it in a second because it's historic right now. The saloon is open, boys, but I've heard they've run out of alcohol. So
We had it all yesterday, didn't we?
Yeah,
soft drinks only, unfortunately. What have we got in?
yeah. The taps were run dry yesterday.
Mark, do you want to explain why you're not in a position to be drinking alcohol?
Yeah. So as I was telling you boys just before, I met up with a friend. We went for a coffee yesterday. Met up about
That's
midday.
nice. Yep,
Yeah,
wholesome.
met up about midday, and because the sun was shining, we decided to go somewhere else and have a pint and sit in the sun.
Of course.
Yeah, which led to another pint and another pint and another pint, and before you know it, I'm rolling in at 3 a.m. smashed off my tits.
So no alcohol for you today.
No, I'm going to stick with a Pepsi Max, I think. I'm feeling a bit fragile.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Aaron, it's a Sunday.
It is a
So
Sunday.
status quo is that you are also feeling fragile.
I am struggling, yes, is probably a good way to put it, yeah.
Why are you struggling today, pal?
I did probably what I'd class as one of my longest stints of drinking. We did about 13 hours straight yesterday. Started at 1
Jesus.
o'clock in a random pub in Sheffield, which I won't be rushing back to. Got sold an absolute dream. So they had a tap with Guinness up front. I went, oh yeah, we'll have a Guinness. Turns out it were a can out of the fridge and they poured it into a fucking glass, and I was devastated because it tastes nothing like draft. The
You've
woman
really
also
turned
said,
into a McBride has turned you into a proper Guinness
yeah,
merchant, you know.
yeah, but even if you like even lagers and stuff, a draft is always nicer than a bottle or a can. It's just
Yeah.
next level. So
Same as
we did
Coke in
that.
it. You know, you got Coke on tap with syrup and that. It's
Yeah, it's
different to a
so much
can.
better, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah. Also,
So
is there
then,
anything more disappointing? Sorry, than when it's when you think you're getting something on draft, and then they
yeah,
pull the worst one, especially with Coke, is when they pull the bottle out of the fridge. I don't know why a pub having a
not like
2 litre
the
bottle of
big,
Coke.
yeah, big
Yeah,
bottle.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's so much worse than them pulling out
it's
like a
shite.
glass bottle or a can. I don't. I'm like, why am I
Man,
paying £4 for this when I know you've paid £2
we're
for a bottle?
I swear
just
that's
about to
like
say that.
I swear that's like a football club or like a social club thing, isn't it?
100%.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
That says like you literally can't use it for business use. Probably on the side of it. Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
that's for
No,
not to be sold separately.
no multi-sale. Yeah,
Yeah, and they just twist it off and pour it into a glass and charge you £3.50 when they paid £1.99 for the bottle.
Scumbags, man. Absolute
But yeah,
scumbags.
we ended up going out in Sheffield, went to see Liam Gallagher, best gig I've ever been to in my life, and went out in Sheffield afterwards until about 3 o'clock, and then woke up. Oh, I need to tell you a story. This is horrendous. So we booked the hotel for this months ago, and
Yeah,
it were booking.com, just a house in Sheffield.
I am
We were like,
listening,
we're
by the
just.
way. I can still.
Um, so we booked it on booking.com. 65 pounds for the night in just a random house in Sheffield.
Yeah.
We were like, that'll do. Got there and they were renovating it. They were like windows, borders, the house next door were all ripped down, and we were like, we can't fucking stay. There were cars on drives, there were slates on the drive and all this. And we were like, surely we're
fuck?
not staying in this, mate. This proper shithole. So we rang him. The guy, he answers and he goes, no, it's not available at the moment. It's under renovation. We're like, we've
You've
paid for
taken our
this.
booking.
Yeah, we've paid for it. And he was like, oh, you got to speak to booking.com. I can't help you. So we was just sat in Sheffield at 1 o'clock in the afternoon with nowhere to stay. So we just
Fucking
booked
hell, man.
we just literally went online and found like the cheapest hotel, which was an Ibis budget for £100. But
Ibis
it
budget's
was
fine,
again
isn't it?
one of the worst hotels I've ever stayed in. Like
That bad?
they didn't even mate, the toilet door was like a push pull, no handle, no lock, no nothing, just a little latch that you just pushed and pulled. The door for the shower was like just a glass door into the room. So like we just watched each other shower this morning just because you can't not because it were like just a see-through door. I was like, this can't be right.
Me and Ellie stayed at an Ibis budget at Birmingham Airport. It was fine. Like it wasn't great, but it was fine.
There's like a vinyl flooring, like you literally just one piece of vinyl down that was like disgusting as well. There was chewing gum.
Like an old school cafeteria, that kind of floor.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we can't work out if it was me or it was already there. But I woke up this morning and there was chewing gum on the bed sheet, but like we wouldn't. It was like rock hard, been there ages, and we were like, have we just not noticed that we're there, or have we done that whilst we're pissed and not realised? So it could be us. But yeah, but yeah, it was a good night.
It won't be that hard afterwards.
Well,
that's what I was thinking.
You boys will be glad that we've changed our booking for Paris because I provisionally booked
that
hotel, like a hostel, as soon as we went there. Yeah. After a bit more research, I found out that it was like shared bathrooms, and there wasn't like locks on the bedroom doors. That's what
I was more up for it after you said that. I thought shared bathroom. We are in a
team celebration in the showers.
Down. Yeah, exactly. Bit of team building. Do you know what I mean? No, you were right to change that.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse.
I'm on Diet Coke today. Then
you're on Diet Coke. Well, I mean, I'm picking my own drink, so there's no surprise. I'm on the old Coke
Always,
Zero. Frustratingly as well, I've even opened it already, so I can't even give you a bit of ASMR. Is there anything more frustrating? You know, when you're looking for hotels for somewhere and you find the perfect, it looks beautiful, the pricing is decent, and then you get to it and it's like shared bathroom, and it's like a community bathroom at the end. It's a fucking and that's when I've been sorting all the accommodation for the honeymoon. I found some and I'm like, what a sick little hotel, shared bathroom. What a lovely little Airbnb, shared room in a house. I'm just fuck off, man. This is fucking pissing me.
That's
you know Airbnb, you can like go stay with someone, like at their actual house. I didn't realise they also were there.
Yeah, people rent out rooms. So you can
like stay with Debbie, and I was like, no,
Debbie. We're staying. There's like some people, well, especially in America. Actually, I stayed in a few here that have got like guest houses.
Yeah.
So they'll just be in the house, but you'll obviously just have access to the guest house. Staying in a couple of them in America, but the room ones when the people are still there is weird, man.
You just go downstairs to make a brew at morning, and she's just stood there like
in a dressing gown and slippers.
You've got to interact as well. You've got to interact. You can't just ignore.
If we'd have walked back into someone's house in the state we were in last night and they'd have seen us at 3 a.m, it would have been a shit show.
Do you know? Oh, right. I've got myself thinking about it now that I've mentioned the honeymoon. So today I went to book 2 tickets to Philadelphia Eagles versus Atlanta Falcons. Monday, 16 September, 4 days before my birthday. Well excited. $225 per ticket.
Jesus.
That's the cheapest ticket.
I'd be fucking standing outside stadium with it on my phone.
That's like up in the gods. If you want to sit pitch side, it's $500 a ticket. So I had 2 $225 tickets, $450. I wasn't going to do it. Ellie convinced me. Obviously, been an Eagles fan for a very, very, very long time. Not managed to go to the link. Ellie convinced me. Went to book them. Guess how much the processing fee was?
$40 or something.
Per ticket. $85 processing fee.
Per ticket?
No, in total. $85. Right. On $450, it was an $85 processing fee. I didn't book it. I'm not booking it. I'll try and get some outside stadium. I'm not paying. I'm
Yeah,
not a Ticketmaster. If there's anyone listening who works for Ticketmaster, I hope everybody that works there dies.
yeah. I had a similar one when we booked for Liam Gallagher because it was like 70 quid a ticket, and I was like,
Lovely.
that's actually not bad. Man,
Yeah.
text my mate, and all of a sudden I looked and it's like processing fees, transaction fee, ticket fee, and all that. It were 92 quid afterwards. I was like, you
Yeah.
can't advertise a £70 ticket and then add
No.
30,
Same with
20,
Taylor Swift.
20 30% on it.
It's Ticketmaster. Ticketmaster are fucking robbing bastards, and they're shit as well.
Mm. I can't
Wankers.
ever forgive them for Transmit when I waited for them to come out, was sat there, pressed it, and it was like, you're 1,500's in the queue or something. I was like, fucking hell, that's quick. I was like, I'll take that, guaranteed a ticket here. Got to the end and it was sold out. And I was like, how the fuck? They literally sell tens of thousands of tickets. And it just turned out it didn't work. They were still there. But then it just didn't, like, it said they were sold out, but they weren't because someone after me then went and got them. And I was like, so I've stopped buying the tickets thinking that they were sold out and they weren't. My
Yeah,
Ticketmaster
and
has
then loads
fucked
of
up.
people. Oh, that's a nightmare. If that had happened to me with Taylor Swift, I'd have launched myself off a building. Shall we get into this Euro breakdown then?
Yeah, let's do it.
It's all kicking off in it. 2 weeks.
It
2
is.
weeks Friday, so we're less than that now. 14th of June. I will be at Taylor Swift that day, so I will not be watching Germany versus Scotland or Hungary versus Switzerland. Is Hungary versus Switzerland the same day?
That's on the Saturday.
Is that the Saturday? Ah, fuck
Yeah.
them. Obviously, opening game, Germany versus Scotland. Now, it's a tough one to me, because if I could ever have two teams pick up no points, it would probably be Germany and Scotland. But let's
you know what you want Scotland to win just so that Germany have less of a chance of qualifying because you don't give a shit
True.
if Scotland go through because they're not going to do anything.
Exactly. That's a very good point. So, kick it off, boys. What do you rate both of their chances for the game and in the overall competition?
Well, should I read out who's actually in Group A?
Yeah,
So
you can do, Mark.
So in Group A, we've got Germany, Scotland, Hungary, and Switzerland. And as you mentioned, opening game is Germany, Scotland, and then Hungary, Switzerland is on the Saturday. I mean, for me, I think Scotland are going to surprise a few people. I don't think they're going to beat Germany, but I do think they'll do all right.
I think they're going to probably get 1 point and they'll lose to Germany, lose to Switzerland, and get like a draw against Hungary or something.
I think you're immediately underrating Hungary as well.
Yeah, I think Switzerland will finish bottom of that group.
No chance.
Oh, I think they'll finish either second or third. I know Hungary have got a half decent squad now, but I still think Switzerland have got a good team.
I'm pretty sure Switzerland's form was horrible. That's the only thing I was thinking. Right, let me see if I can get this fucking squad up.
A lot of the squad's still preliminary, aren't they?
Yeah, even Scotland's preliminary squad, I think you could give them prime Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, Cafu, and Roberto Carlos. Still don't think they'd go through. It might be the single worst squad I've ever seen from a home nation. Grant Hanley.
We put it into the group chat, didn't we? And everyone was like, what the fuck is that lineup?
Liam Cooper. Doesn't even play for Leeds anymore, but he's in a Scotland squad. The fact that you've got Craig Gordon and Xander Clark.
That's shocking, isn't it?
The fact that Angus Gunn is your number one goalkeeper is horrible.
Gunn, to be fair, he's not a bad keeper, but he's not international Euros tournament keeper.
It's just Ross McCrory. He's a so rare legend. He shouldn't be playing at a Euros.
He literally was like injured for half the season when he went to Bristol. He has actually apparently been quite good for Bristol, but he's a championship fullback, pretty much like.
Ben Doak. Liverpool, Mark.
Yeah.
You're a big fan of Ben Doak, are you? Played a lot of games this year.
Ben Doak. He's actually a really, really good player. Yeah,
I'm sure he is.
He's not broken into our team, but he's a real good player.
But he's in Scotland's squad.
Yeah.
Ryan Jack, terrible player. Ryan Christie, terrible player.
Is Ferguson playing?
Ferguson will be.
I think
that's a decent
player. I think he's injured.
Yeah, no, he's not in the squad.
That's a big loss because he's had an unbelievable season.
Yeah. Who are their actual... Right, so who would you say in that Scotland team is the star player?
The star player?
Like, if you were going to look out for a player for Scotland, who would it be?
I mean, it's probably one of those that... McTominay does always turn up for Scotland,
Yeah, he does.
doesn't he? So
Yeah, that's a good
he's
point.
probably their outstanding player, which I know is not like the greatest thing in the world, but I don't know. I think we're doing
Robertson's
them.
decent, but he's not had a great year, has he, either?
No.
He's obviously a good fullback, but let's have a look.
John McGinn.
John McGinn as well. Yeah.
John McGinn's bulldog, puts his graft in, got a good strike on him. He's probably their best player for me.
Phil Gilmore's decent as well on his days. He can have a good game.
Yeah, I've never been sold on Billy Gilmore. I wasn't when he was at Chelsea. I don't really see it at Brighton, but someone must do. What do you rate their chances in the overall tournament?
I actually,
Nothing.
you guys obviously don't think they're going to even get through the group, but I think they might get through the group.
That's generous from you, Mark. I was expecting less.
I think Germany will beat them first game. Home nation, opening game of the tournament, and Germany a great side, aren't they? I think that they might pick up a draw against Hungary, and I think they could beat Switzerland.
I just don't see that, unfortunately. I don't see him
No,
getting
I
a point,
can't.
personally.
I'm backing
I don't
them.
see him.
Do you know? I'm a bit of one of those sort of weird.
I want the home nations to do
tournament.
Oh,
tournament
poor
fans
off.
where-
I
yeah,
want them
but
to lose drastically in every game.
no. Unless they're in the same group as England, but I want Scotland to do well. Same as I wanted to do Wales to do well.
Do you think that's like a superiority thing? Because Wales they want us to lose every single game we ever play. So do Ireland. So do Northern Ireland. So do Scotland. But we have so many people.
It's because we're miles better than them, though.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like when like a League One team has a thing against a Premier League team. The Premier League team doesn't give a shit about the League One team, but the League One team fucking hate whoever's like. Well, if Leeds had gone up, Huddersfield fans would have wanted Leeds to do shit in Prem.
Yeah.
They won't give a fuck about. They won't give a fuck about what we do in League One. They won't give us the time of day. So it's the same thing. I just think we don't actually care because they're not really a threat of a team.
Yeah.
Are they?
No,
true. In the same way that I think was it the last World Cup that Wales were in, and they were playing United States.
Maybe.
Yeah, like I wanted Wales to win. I didn't want the United States to be
USA.
better
I
don't want them to be better than British football.
Get me Clint Dempsey. You don't know where I'm from, dog. That's the kind of player I need in my life. That's what I need.
I'm just looking at the Germany squad, and it's quite good, actually, isn't it?
Do you know who I'm going to say their best player will be this tournament?
Florian Wirtz.
Nope.
Fulkrug.
Nope. And before you say Aaron, there isn't like a Burnley player who's in the preliminary squad or anything. No. Kai Havertz.
Yeah.
Kai Havertz plays up front.
He'll probably play as number 9, won't he?
Yeah.
Do you think they'll play him, or do you think they'll play Fulkrug?
Plays nearly every game.
They should play Fulkrug. They should play Fulkrug.
They shouldn't play Fulkrug. They should play Kai Havertz.
No, they shouldn't.
He's been massively disrespected this year. I think he's had a good season.
He has had a good season, but you've got an out-and-out striker on the bench where you put in a makeshift striker on a team.
Kai Havertz drops in, does a little bit of something. He's going to cook up some magic. I'm telling you, he's going to be their best player.
But do you think that they are suffering this? I say suffering, but have the same sort of dilemma as what England have got, where they've got Wirtz and Musiala all in sort of similar positions, and then if you've got Havertz, he's basically a false 9, isn't he? So they're going to need to play wingers, and who have they got? Sane, Gnabry.
Gnabry's injured.
Gnabry's not going, so the only winger I can really see is Sane. So you're going to have to probably play Wirtz or Musiala out wide.
Yeah.
But if you just play, like we've only got really, like I don't think Foden's a winger. I think he's an attacking midfielder. I think you can have attacking midfielders interchange.
He plays far out on the left though, doesn't he? A lot of the time. I know he comes inside.
Yeah, I think that's a more interchangeable position than people think. But Havertz has played a lot of games up front for Germany. I don't really rate Fulkrug. I think he's just a big bulldozer that scores a lot of shit goals.
I think you need that though. I think that's the kind of player you want. Someone that's going to be there for that tapping.
Especially at a tournament.
Maybe. What do you rate Germany's chances?
I think they could go far.
Semi-final.
Semi-final. I think it's a tough one to call, because last few tournaments they have been shit, like proper shit.
Yeah,
But
home nation.
this is it.
I think
Home
Is it that
nation.
Cruises.
Tony Cruz retirement party.
Yeah.
is it that if Team A, whoever goes first from Team A, when they go through, are they playing second in Team B?
It's not always the way, is it, anymore? Euros knockout
That's what I'm
fixtures.
trying to
Yeah, that's
find.
the thing. I don't quite know the routes to the final.
Let's have a
Yeah,
look.
'cause I'm just looking, and it's like if they play whoever's in B.
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, it is 2A, 2B. Yeah.
And I know we haven't got on to B yet, but Spain and Italy are both in that.
And Croatia.
Well, let's quickly do Hungary, Switzerland, because what the fuck do we know about Hungary, Switzerland? What I will say, I think that Hungary squad are underrated. I watched them slap England. Was it last year or the year before?
Mm-hmm.
Similar squad, got a few players that they're like Sean Dyche's Burnley. They've got that one creative player, and then the rest of them play as a team. Because you've got Zobazai, and then everybody works around him.
Yeah. They got that. Is it Hlozek? I don't know how to pronounce
Yeah, the
name.
striker, the Leverkusen boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got Shaloi, the lad from Freiburg, I think.
Yeah.
He's a good player. I like him. Zoltan Gira, obviously. Really good player. Yeah, good free kicks. Gabor Karali in goal. Yeah, wearing his joggers. Yeah,
I'm going to go against both of you on this one and say that I don't think that squad's that good. They've got one or two good players.
no, it's not.
But I don't think it's that good.
I literally just said that.
No, but you were saying that they're underrated, though.
Yeah, they are, because they've not got a very good squad. I'm saying their chances as a team. I'm saying they pull together well as a team with one or two outstanding players, and I think that can go a long way in a tournament like this. You look at Greece 2004.
Yeah,
those kinds of players.
Who in that group plays Germany the last game?
It's Switzerland, I think.
Switzerland, yeah. So Germany play Scotland and Hungary.
Yeah.
First, yeah.
Star player for Hungary?
It's got to be Slobozlai, isn't it?
It's got to be who? Slobozlai?
Slobozlai.
Slobozlai?
Slobozlai.
Spitting all over it, show.
It's one of those players that I don't think anyone in England could ever pronounce his name until he signed for Liverpool, and you started hearing it on the news and in like lineups and stuff, and now everyone knows how to say it.
Yeah, that was like. Do you remember when you signed Florian Harajanai or whatever he was called as?
Oh yeah, right.
Watching Paul Merson try and pronounce that.
Everyone used to call him Hadjaganai.
Yeah,
everyone used to call him Hadjaganai, and I'm like, oh.
It's obviously not what he's called, is it?
No.
Where's he from? Is he Bosnian?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Who was that Bosnian that West Ham signed? He had a mental name. Was it Haksabanovic?
Maybe
something like that.
What's the one name that some commentators say slightly differently that really pisses you off? Because I've got one.
Trippier.
Trippier, yeah,
he's not fucking French.
Yeah,
he's not French. Why are we? It's the same. It's the exact same as Tavernier. It's called Tavernier. You fucking knob. What? He's not called Tavernier. You're not putting a little accent over the E and saying he's from Marseille. Fucking doing a Joey Barton and just putting a French accent on everything. It's called Trippier. It's called Kieran, for crying out loud.
Trippier was the exact one I was. Trippier.
Oh, that's been a bone of contention in Burnley for a long time. After watching him play and listening, like you'd watch him play for Burnley, you'd be able to see that he was called Trippier. You'd hear the match day announcer call him Trippier. You'd hear the manager call him Trippier. Then you'd watch Match of the Day and they'd be like, Kieran Trippier. No, why? Why? It's not his name. It's not his name.
He's from like Bury, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly. Fucking Trippier. Bollocks. Speaking of tripping, Switzerland are a banana skin. Oh my god, that's unbelievable from me. That's absolutely unbelievable. That's unbelievable from me. Do you know why they're a banana skin, guys?
Pourquoi?
Zeki Amdouni.
I knew there was going to be something in there.
The Swiss Messi. He'll be their star player. He's a stunning little footballer. It's where he's going to regain his confidence, knowing that he's coming into a Craig Bellamy-led Burnley side. Going to win the championship, score 40 goals. He might be top scorer at the Euros. if I had any financial advice, and this is not financial advice, invest all of your money in Zeki Amdouni. Second
Golden boot.
mortgages, yeah. Second mortgages, the lot, rares, super rares, everything you can. He's going to go a long way.
Well, I'm not as clueless as you, but I think Switzerland are going to finish second in the group.
Interesting. Makes you say that.
I think they've got a really strong starting 11. Like, I think they're quite well balanced. Like, you've obviously got a good keeper in Sommer or probably Sommer over Cobble, Cabell. I don't know how you pronounce it.
Coble?
Coble, fuck knows. They've got Kanji at back, so you've already got someone who's a good centre half. You've got Xhaka off the back of an unreal season at middle. You've got Mbolo up top.
He always does a bit of something for Switzerland, though.
So
you've got Zeki Amdouni, by the way. You don't have Mbolo.
Amdouni. You could have Amdouni as well. If he does play,
it will be Amdouni.
I just think they've got a good spine rather than being like one player. I think they've got someone in each part of the pitch that can do a job.
Yeah, still got Shaqiri as a little talisman.
I was just looking at some odds, and there's a Paddy Power sort of page on Switzerland, and they've got their star player down as Xherdan Shaqiri.
Which I think he will have been 15 years ago, but now maybe not so much.
No.
Obviously, Paddy Power hadn't really kept themselves clued up on Burnley's highest scoring FPL player, Zeki Amdouni.
Have you seen the new Paddy Power advert for Euros?
No. Oh, you need to watch it. Is it the Manshaft one?
They've got what's he fucking called now?
The Manshaft one is Imbrew, isn't it?
Is it? That's a good one as well. I like that advert.
This shows how hungover I am that I can't remember his name. Who's the actor who basically plays a fighter in every football film, and he named his kid Danny Dyer? That's it. Fucking hell, I couldn't remember.
Yeah. I have seen that one. Yeah.
And it's basically just slating the fact that England
slagging
fans
England
are fucking idiots. Yeah, it's really good.
They make such graceful exits, and then it's just a Brexit piss take. Yeah. That is a good advert, to be fair. That is a good advert. So, give you a rundown.
Probably rattled a load of Tories, probably.
100%. The gammons are gammoning right now. Give me 1 to 4 for Group A quickly.
Go on, as you go first.
Germany, Switzerland, Hungary, Scotland.
So that's the exact order of the odds. I was just looking at the odds for each team to progress.
I agree.
See, I know
what you saying? You're saying Germany, Scotland, Mark?
I'm going to say Germany, Scotland, Hungary, Switzerland.
That's horrible.
I got faith.
I can't wait for Mark to come back and clip this when it finishes exactly that way after you've just called him horrible.
Horrible. It's a horrible
Scotland
opinion.
beat Germany 1-0 on the opening day.
Speaking of horrible, shall we expose Aaron's football knowledge?
Go on then.
We'll break it up. So we'll do a quiz, then we'll do Group B, do another quiz, do Group C, and then we'll finish on Sore Darts.
So we do have some structure to this.
We do have structure, absolutely. I've come back with a tan and a plan, mate. Do you know what I mean? It's one of these things. So I've got a 1% club for you.
Nice.
Ooh, okay.
Now the 100% question really is a 100% question. Okay. I'm trying to dumb it down for you a bit, Aaron. I'm trying to get you to at least 5 questions today.
I'm bad enough sober as well at this, though, so we've got to remember that I am in a world of my own right now.
Don't forget, you do get a pass. You just can't use it for the last question. Connor got to the 30% question, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. So your first question, plain and simple, I'll give you 3 seconds. What team does Cole Palmer play for?
Chelsea.
England.
Okay, are we not writing? I won't make you write that one down, but we'll give it.
I presume you mean club.
Yeah, I said team, didn't I? I suppose you could say England. Yeah, but he's just been clever, isn't he? Or as I typed out, because I was in a rush because I only actually typed out the questions, who does Colk Pamper play for? Is what I said. Would have accepted either. Your 90% question, what country do Galatasaray play their football? League football. I don't want Aaron to be fancy and be like, Champions League, they play everywhere. That's a little bit. Yeah, thank you, Aaron. Mark, sorry. Oh, Aaron, yours just looks like squiggles. Your camera's shite, innit? Your camera's shite. Lovely, you're doing really well. This one might trip you up, Aaron, actually.
Before you go to 80%, by the way, because seeing as though you've just brought Galatasaray up, can you believe that the Fenerbahce fans had a fucking riot because they finished second on 99 points, losing one game, but Galatasaray finished on like 102, so they didn't win league?
Do you know what my favourite thing is about that? That Liverpool fans are now best mates with Fenerbahce because, we lost the league on 97. Fucking cry about it, the lot of you. You're 80%. That is stupid. You see the fella slashing
Yeah.
the flags of their president
yeah.
and stuff. What are you supposed to do? What
Fuck
more could they possibly
No.
do? Fucking hell.
One
80%
game away from an
question.
invincible.
Yeah, literally. Imagine they went invincible and still didn't win it.
Mental.
How many Ballon d'Ors has Lionel Messi won in his career? Listen, if you've ever watched 1% Club, there's always a high number that chucks people off a little bit, and I think this might be the one.
This shows how bad I am right now. I've just wrote a percentage after the actual number, thinking that I was ready.
Yeah, no, you don't want 80%. You want a number. You can use a pass. You have got one pass. Mark's passed. I respect it.
Oh shit.
The only and the only reason is that I don't know the exact. It could be.
That is literally the question, mate. That is exactly.
I'm just gonna go for it because I think. Is it 5? Has he won 5? That's a no.
No, he's won 8.
8. That's what I did. Look.
5.
That's 8.
5. He won 5 about 6 years ago.
This is why I don't play the games. This is
Aaron.
So
that's also the exact reason that I passed, because I would have said 7.
So that I can understand, because he shouldn't have won it last year, but obviously got it anyway. Mark, you're still in. You're at the 70% question. Aaron, you're out after only getting to the 90% question.
I use my pass.
Mark, you can still play though, Aaron. You can still play.
Can't wait.
The Scudetto is the name of what country's top division or top title?
The what?
The Scudetto.
I've been gone again anyway.
I don't need to write them down now, do I? Because Az is out.
Let me ask Az first. What do you think it is, Az?
I honestly wouldn't even know.
Where does that word sound like it comes from? Scudetto.
Fucking Austria. I don't fucking know. I ain't got a clue.
Mark?
I've gone for Italy.
Yeah, well done. It's Italy.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Austria.
If you don't know, you don't know.
No, true. Quizzes are only easy when you know the answers. Yeah, I think this is where. Well, I thought this is where you were going to start to struggle, Az, but I'd underestimated you. Sorry. Do you know what it is? It's the hangover. If you were fully fit, I reckon you'd have got a bit more. Mark, which French team is the only French team to win the Champions League?
Okay. Do you want to have a guess at Az first?
Is it Marseille?
Mark, can I have an answer off you?
I wrote down Marseille.
It is Marseille. Well done. Well done, Az. Look at you. Where are we up to now? That's 5 questions. We're halfway through. Brazilian legend Romario played 5 seasons for which Dutch club before scooting off to Spain?
This is a pure guess.
Yeah, for me, it's one of 2.
Do you reckon? Not 1 or 3?
I'll let you do your guess, Mark. So I don't.
Go on then, Mark.
Ooh, actually. Do you know what? I'm gonna say I'm probably gonna be out now, but because his fellow countryman Ronaldo also played for them, I'm gonna say PSV Eindhoven.
It is PSV Eindhoven.
Yeah, I'm back in this.
Oh, yeah.
PSV.
Love this for you. Next question. Who was Sir Alex Ferguson's final Champions League fixture against?
Ooh.
It's an educated guess, this one.
I don't believe that it's educated for a second.
It is. I'll give you my reasoning.
I'm trying to remember what year he retired.
1997, pal.
No, it wasn't. He won the treble in '99.
Oh, funny. You've only got 3 questions left after this, so
Yeah.
I think if you get this and the next one, you're in pole position so far.
I'm going to have a guess. And I think I do remember there being a real good game at Old Trafford, which I think United were knocked out in. And I'm put Barcelona.
Aaron, what were you going to say?
See, I wrote Chelsea in the fact that if he won
Thinking
it
it was
in
the
his last
final.
season, he played him in the
Yeah.
final, so it'd have been the last game.
It was close, Mark.
Was it Real?
It was Real Madrid.
I was. Do you know
Yeah.
what I was thinking that as well. Is that what? Did Ronaldo come back to haunt them?
I think
Old
so,
Trafford. Yeah, I
Yeah.
knew there was. Yeah,
Because they've had a couple of good games against Real Madrid. When R9 scored the hat-trick at Old Trafford, that was a good game.
That would have been too early though.
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't the Champions League final because I remember Alex Ferguson at the end of the Premier League season doing his like goodbye speech and everything.
Yeah.
And if they had a Champions League final after that,
Then he would have had one more. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Mark, you also got to the 7th question, same as Connor. So it's a tie there. Well done. Quickly go through. Yeah. Geographically, you were pretty close. Quick question, quick fire for you then. FC Köln have which animal on their club crest?
Goat.
It is a goat. You both out as, so you might as well just chuck them at me.
Good point. Yeah, I did write goat down, but yeah.
Who scored? Now, again, I only ever ask you questions that I knew the answer to. I wouldn't be as mean to do that. We'll see. I'll run out of knowledge eventually. Who scored the winning goal in the 2006 Champions League final against Arsenal?
I don't even know who they were playing.
They played Barcelona.
They did play Barcelona.
They lost to Barcelona in the final.
They did lose to Barcelona in the final.
And
Jens Lehmann got sent off after about 4 minutes.
yeah, he did. Who scored the winning goal? I'm going to say. I don't think it was Messi. Was that too early for Messi?
Little bit too early.
Yeah. Part of me, no, it wasn't him. I'm going to say Samuel Eto'o.
It's a tough one because it wasn't a forward.
Okay.
It was fullback Giuliano Belletti.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, who went on to play for Chelsea.
Good player.
And your final question to enter the 1% club, which obviously neither of you have managed to do today. Napoli celebrated their first ever Serie A title in 1987 by releasing hundreds of what into the streets?
Hundreds of.
5, 4.
I'm going to say
3,
bull.
2. Yeah, I was going to say a bull.
Well, yeah. Well, you're like a pair of donkeys there, don't you? It was donkeys.
Oh, was it?
Oh, right.
Yeah, not sure of the significance. Didn't bother looking into it.
Right.
But yeah, donkeys.
We were on the right track with an animal, though.
You were on the right tracks. Speaking of donkeys, we'll get more of our opinions for the Euros. And we'll move on.
I just assumed you were going to say me then, for some reason.
No, mate. No. I'm not going to pick on you. Not when you're hungover like this. There's one team I feel particularly sorry for in Group B because we've got Spain, Italy, Croatia, and then poor little Albania.
Yeah.
Initial thoughts?
I mean, yeah, obviously Albania are the standout shitter in that group, aren't they?
I thought you were just going to say they were the standout then.
No, the standout shitter. And when you look at some of these groups, you realise how good we've actually got it as England fans.
I think ours is a sticky one. You know, it's not
easy.
easy.
Having a look at the squad.
For me, I think Spain pissed that group.
Yeah.
I think they win all 3 games.
Well, Albania.
I think it depends who's playing Albania last.
Don't know. Not looked at the fixtures.
So Spain are playing Albania last. So they're playing Croatia first, and then Italy,
Mm.
and then Albania. So you can see them if they beat Croatia and Italy, you can see them
Resting players.
rotating quite a bit against
Potentially.
Albania, can't you?
Yeah, potentially that is always a factor for that last game. I think it's tough because for me, I think Croatia are past it.
Mm.
I think they've come to the end of their golden age. Modric is obviously getting a lot older. Rakitic isn't around the same way he was with that midfield, but they do still have some players. You've got Gvardiol, Kramaric. You've still got some decent players. I just don't think they're the same team they were in like
No,
2018.
they're missing that star midfielder out there rather than
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
a standard midfield.
Italy are always an unknown quantity. Obviously, they scraped through to get there at all. But then you look at the team and they've got some good players.
They're a good tournament team as well. When they get to the tournaments, they're a good tournament team.
Yeah. Star player for Spain?
Star player for Spain.
I'm going to go Rodri.
Keeps it ticking over. And lost for 8,207 games, I think it is now, something like that. Because when he does lose, they don't count, do they? So
no.
It's just the longest unbeaten streak in football.
Yeah, it's got to be Rodri, isn't it?
For me, I'm gonna stick a rogue one out there as a star player. Alvaro Morata.
He always plays well for them.
He always plays well for Spain, and I just think he's going to show up, maybe one last hurrah, bugger off to Saudi. Who knows?
I can't fucking stand him. I still. He's an industry plant. He's an industry plant to move money around.
He's like the Miroslav Klose, isn't he, for Spain?
I think that's very generous.
Yeah. He always turns up internationally.
He does always turn up. So, do you remember when he moved to Chelsea?
Yeah.
So his debut was against Burnley at Stamford Bridge. It was their first game at home after they'd won the title, and even Kante was like walking about in the first half. They did not give a shit. We were 3-0 up at half time. I didn't know how to react. I didn't know what was happening. I think that was the season that you were in the Prem as. That was. Do you remember you were top of the league after the first game?
Yeah.
That was that game because I was like, amazing. We're going to be top of the league. And then I looked at half time, and you were fucking slapping Chris. I couldn't believe it.
Steve Mounier, absolute fucking hero.
Yeah, legend. At half time, Chelsea took off Michi Batshuayi and brought on Alvaro Morata. And my God, I thought I was watching prime Didier Drogba. He was stunning to watch. Absolutely stunning. And I remember being like, he's going to fucking rip this league apart. And then he did nothing all season. Yeah, he was dog shit.
He was so bad.
Not bad. Spain's overall chances?
Good. Very good.
I would say semi-finals.
Meh, I think quarterfinals.
Yeah. Again, as I said, I don't know the exact route, so it's difficult to say. But I think
so. They will play either Germany or Switzerland.
Or Scotland.
No, Germany or Switzerland.
So I was just looking at the Spain squad here, and so their defenders in their provisional squad are Dani Carvajal, Kubasi, Pau Kubasi.
Pau Kubasi from Barca,
from Barca. Marc Cucurella for Chelsea. Grimaldo, Laporte, who's now playing at Al Nassr.
Yeah, coming back to Bilbao apparently.
Yeah, Robin Lenormand.
Robin Lenormand, the famous Spaniard.
Plays for Sociedad. Jesus Navas and Danny Vivian.
How the fuck is Jesus Navas still playing for Spain?
Bilbao, I have no idea.
When you think, like,
you look at their old squads.
Centre back wise, they're arguably their best centre back. Laporte.
So so the three that they normally play, a keeper and two centre backs, is Unai Simon in goal, Lenormand and Laporte. I think they're all good players. I think Laporte's good.
Do you think
Laporte on the left and Carvajal on the right?
Do you think Laporte's going to struggle because he's been playing in Saudi?
I think it's tough, innit? 'Cause I think if you slot yourself into a good team, you play to your level when you're a player that good. I think he'll be fine.
Yeah.
I think it's a strong back four if they all stay fit and can play 90 minutes a time. I think like that. I think one injury makes them look shit.
Yeah, for sure. Italy's chances then? Are we all agreeing Spain, Italy, Croatia, Albania?
Yeah, I think Spain. I think Spain win the group, and I think then it comes down to the last
Whoever
game of
wins
the
that
group,
game.
which is Croatia, Italy, and
I agree.
can see Croatia progressing. Personally,
I could see Croatia scraping it. Obviously, don't forget you've still got third place playoffs.
Yeah.
So people could still come through from those.
Is it me?
Yeah, I think
Is the Italy squad shit?
underwhelming, mate. Proper underwhelming.
How the fuck is El Shawari going to like the fucking Euros?
Do not disrespect the greatest winger of all time.
Don't get me wrong, I fucking buzzed off his silver card back in the days on FIFA, but he's not like World Cup Euro
He don't even play for Roma that much.
No.
Also, has
form is
anybody ever seen
rubbish.
Ciro Immobile in real life? I'm
Not in person,
not.
no, but I've seen him.
I'm not convinced he's real. Even watching him against England, I couldn't tell you if he played or not. I don't think he's real. I think he's a myth. This is what I'm saying. Is he real? I don't think so. What strikers did they even have? Graziano Pella?
Scamacca.
Yeah, Danny Osvaldo and Scamacca up front.
Yeah. Still playing Del Piero, aren't they?
Yeah, something like that. Cameronese on the wing. Yeah.
So for Group B, then your best odds, obviously, no surprises that Spain are clear odds-on favourite. You then got Italy at 5-2 is your best odds. Croatia at 5-1, and then Albania at 30-1.
It's worth a quid on Albania.
Don't forget they've got one of the best right backs in world football.
Who's that?
Balu. I don't know how you pronounce his name. For Rayo Vallecano, right back. Unbelievable. He's not. He's actually really shit.
Have they still got Xhaka's brother?
Don't know.
There's got to be a joke coming here.
No, that's Granit Xhaka's brother plays for Albania.
Yeah.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
I was expecting some sort of one-liner from you.
No. Because it's so Kosovans. Obviously, when Kosovo wasn't being considered a state in its own right, you'll find a lot of
That's where Swiss from.
Kosovo. There you go.
Yeah.
Same as Muric. Swiss and Albania were their two choices of nationality.
Yeah.
But it's quite a contentious one, the Albanian side of things. And it's just interesting that Granit Xhaka picked Switzerland and his brother picked Albania. Because, Xhaka's Kosovan. And I think it's Shaqiri that's Kosovan as well.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
But obviously, national football-wise, they both play for Switzerland.
Wasn't there a thing not that long ago where Shaqiri couldn't play against... It might have been against Albania or something.
Yeah, well, it's why they did that celebration with the Albanian eagle thing.
Yeah, so
the Albanian.
The standout players the standout players for Albania, you got Thomas Strakosha for Brentford in goal.
Yeah, nothing says standout like a third choice goalkeeper.
I mean, I'm just going through the players. You got that Hisaj from Lazio.
Oh yeah, the fullback.
Yeah. Aslani, who plays at Inter Milan. Christian Aslani.
Yeah. Does Lorik Canna still play?
Ilba Ramadani plays for Lecce.
Oh, yeah,
and then Armando Broja up front.
Oh yeah, fucking hell, yeah. I always forget he's Albanian.
Those are probably more stand-up players, I guess.
Yeah, they'll be looking to score a goal, won't they? Right. Do you want another quiz?
Go on then.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Yeah. So, same as last week. Well, week before, sorry. I have got a Who Am I?
Fuck.
Got 10 clues for you.
On
You're only allowed one official guess. You're allowed to verbalise your thinking. So, same as last week. For 10 points. On FIFA 10, he was 71 rated.
Well, that narrows it down. FIFA 10.
So when the FIFA 10 released again, sorry.
There's a classic right there. Chuck out some names. Any thoughts?
So
Any initial thoughts?
Is a 71 in FIFA, is that a silver card?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm currently thinking Gabby Agbonlahor off the top of my head.
Respect.
Yeah.
Respect. Oh,
Wasn't he
71, 99 pace. Oof.
Wasn't he one of the,
Stunning.
like, what do they call it when...
OP.
Yeah.
Yeah. Used him and Darren Bent up top next to each other in a silver Prem team.
See, that's when you know you don't play the game properly. Because if you played it properly, you'd be having Gabby Agbonlahor and Nathan Delfonso, who is the worst player to ever be good on FIFA. I remember watching him play for Burnley. He's fucking horrible.
Was that the same year that there was also, is it Mayuka he were called or something? That
Emmanuel Mayuka, the Zambian from Southampton. Oh, I think about Emmanuel Mayuka every day.
That year of silver cards on FIFA was like my favourite year all time. Like ever.
Yeah, 100%.
I had like Fabian Delph, Barry Bannon.
Yeah. Barry Bannon's free kicks. Oh, baby.
I used to just run a silver team and beat people every single game, and they'd have like 90 rated cards. I was like, yeah.
I remember I had a Charlie Austin inform that I'd played like 800 games with. He was sick.
Centre back Mariappa.
Adrian Mariappa. Yeah.
Oh my god. Next to there were another one. Was it not what is his name now? There were another really fast fucking silver centre half from Prem that you
Michael Hector.
No, I'll be able to find it. I'm pretty sure I've got a fucking screenshot from that.
Do you remember Rio Miyaichi from Arsenal?
Yeah, he was a classic as well.
He was unreal.
So what was the American centre half called? He might have even been a bronze, you know. Marvel Win. He had
he was 64 rated centre half.
92 pace. Yeah. Anyway, 9 points. I've only give you one. Give you one clue.
So FIFA 10, he was 71 rated.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say that he was like quite young at that point, and I'm on the basis that this guy is a well-known player. I'm going to say he was quite young then, maybe between 18 and 21, which would now make him like between 34 and about 34.
I'm going for opposite of your logic though. I think he's at the end of his career and they've made him shit on it. Yeah.
Okay. Any names you want to chuck out early doors?
Agbonlahor.
Oh yeah, you said Agbonlahor. Mark, anything?
You don't have to. Theo
Walcott. Interesting. For 9 points then, seeing as no one's having an official guess, this player has got a bachelor's degree in physical education.
That sounds like something Theo Walcott would have, you know.
It does, doesn't it? Really intelligent lad.
Can't be Gabby Agbonlahor. He's thick as fucking mint.
I assume no one's guessing.
No, a degree in PE.
Okay, degree in PE. For 8 points. For 8 points. I don't know why. I suppose if you're keen on your judo. His dad was a judo champion.
I'm writing these down like I'll need to remember it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just going to write down dad equals judo.
So, for 7 points, I think I would have got it here. And I think this is a dead easy one.
Yeah.
He once almost signed for Blackburn Rovers, but didn't as a result of that volcanic ash cloud.
Remember this? Fuck.
And it's literally like a knock-on effect that's led to where he is, because he would have been at Blackburn.
Remember the story? It's because they couldn't fly or something, could they? Because of the
literally couldn't fly.
Couldn't fly for time. Yeah.
Fuck, I know the story.
Yeah, but I don't know. I can't think of the player.
Do you want another clue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think what I'll give you is I'll give you a chance at 6 points, because the 6 points clue is easier than 5 points. So for 6 points, he once scored 5 goals in 9 minutes.
I think I know it.
Are you going to guess? If you are, message me. If you're not, you can just chuck out names willy nilly.
The name that's given me in my head, I don't think is also the one that I would have thought for Blackburn though. So that's what's throwing me off.
Interesting. This is the
5
game, isn't
goals,
it?
9 minutes. Oh, fuck! I think
Any official guesses, boys?
And Mark, I now think you're right because I think that player is now still playing. That you're on about the age thing.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if you think
I'm not going to guess because I'm not sure.
Yeah. So
okay, I'm going to send you.
Oh yeah.
I want to win.
Oh yeah.
I
For
win.
6
I wanna win.
points. Oh, I think Mark got something similar last week for Lampard.
Yeah, it's like 6 or 7, I think.
I think so. Yeah.
And the thing,
Here we go.
Yeah, but the
I
question
think it's between two.
Lampard one was like his uncle is Harry Redknapp.
Oh no! Yeah, that was like 8 points.
Like 8 points.
Yeah, that was big.
Yeah.
Aaron, you got 6 points.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done. Obviously, when we've got 3 people and we all play it, then there will be points doing the actual points. Mark, so for 5 points, he scored over 600 goals in his career.
Right.
For 4 points, he holds the record for the most goals scored in a Bundesliga season.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Well, because he should have lost it this year. That's the kicker. But obviously, Kane didn't play the last 2 games, did he? Any guesses, Mark? You can just chuck out names, obviously, because
I've got a brain freeze. I don't know.
Yeah.
For
3 points. For 3 points, he categorically got robbed of a Ballon d'Or.
Was this the one because of they didn't do the Ballon d'Or that year because of COVID, or it or something?
Oh mate, I don't know. Tell me. Mine's gone.
Well, you still got two left here. He was born in Warsaw, Poland.
Oh, Lewandowski.
It is. It's Robert Lewandowski, mate. Well done. And for 1 point, if nobody got that, he's currently a striker for Barcelona. Well done, Aaron. Big from you.
My the volcanic one, I almost for some reason said Berbatov, and then when you said the 5 goals, I was like, shit. You know what? I'm actually because didn't Berbatov score 5 in a game for United, or were it 4?
I think so. Yeah.
And
he
I
might
thought,
score 4. Yeah.
And I was like, fuck it, I'm going to go for it. And then last minute I changed, thinking, oh shit, no, I remember Lewandowski getting the.
Yeah, the thing with the ash cloud is because he couldn't fly, because all flights from Europe to UK were grounded.
Yeah.
But he could drive to Germany. So he drove from Austria to Germany to sign for Dortmund because he couldn't fly to Blackburn.
What year was the ash cloud then, roughly?
2010?
Okay.
Maybe 2012. Let's have a quick look.
I forgot that even happened.
2010. Yeah, 2010.
What were the actual... Because it had like a kind of famous name, did the volcano, didn't it? Because what happened with it all.
Are you taking piss?
No.
The 2010 eruptions of Ajafjalajakul.
Oh, maybe I didn't then.
That's the name of the volcano.
Yeah, the really famous volcano. Everyone knows that.
Who did he play for? Reykjavik FC, I think. Right, on to the big one that we actually want to talk about, Group C, where the eventual winner of the tournament is in fact coming from.
Portugal.
You've got Slovenia, Denmark, Serbia, and l'Angleterre. That's England in French, by the way.
Is it?
It is. It is.
I knew that.
So, Slovenia, I mean, everyone gets them mixed up with Slovakia, so they don't really matter, do they? Denmark, Slovenia, Handanovic and Oblak.
Yeah.
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 It's got decent keepers. That's about it. Denmark, decent side.
Decent side. Not the greatest,
decent side.
But decent. They did all right in the last Euros. We beat them in the semis, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. Was it semis? Or... Yeah, it was. Yeah. Obviously, they've got Joachim Anderson, so they could do anything that they wanted to, really. Serbia.
No.
The best players are...
Do they still play Mitrovic up front?
I was about to say, their best players, 2 of them... Well, 3 players. 2 of them are fucked off to Saudi, and one of them is about 40-year-old now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Tadic, Milinkovic, Savic, and Mitrovic.
I mean, I'm not being funny. If we don't win all 3 of those games, it's an absolute shambles.
I could see us drawing against Denmark.
Do we play Denmark last game of the group?
I think so.
So if we've won both of our games,
yeah, potentially. You're really putting a lot of stock into that last game, aren't you?
I think, mate, it has a massive factor.
You're not wrong. Let's talk. Right, we don't give a shit about the other 3, really.
Now we play Slovenia last game.
There you go.
Yeah.
Realistically, let's not be biased. What are our chances?
I think
The whole tournament.
Yeah, whole tournament.
I think we'll do well, but I just have that feeling that we'll bottle it again, either in the semis or the final, when we come up against
an actual good team.
Yeah, when we come up against a France or a Spain or someone like that, or Germany.
I think we've got the best midfield and forward section in the tournament.
Yeah.
But defence is looking a bit iffy.
I think that our defence, though, if you've got your strongest 4, which I would claim is Walker, Stones, Maguire, Shaw, if they're all fit and like actual physical peak as such, I don't think it is a bad defence in any way. I think it's actually a fucking really good defence. It's just it's a bit like the Spain one. I just think you take 1 or 2 out and it starts going a little bit shit. Yeah,
I think you can even afford 1 injury. I think you can afford an injury to Maguire because I think I think if you bring Branthwaite in, I think he does well.
I don't even think he'd use Branthwaite as his third though.
Who do you think third would be?
I think he'd use Gaia.
Who?
Is it Gaia? Is that you
do you mean Mark Gay?
Yeah, Gaia, whatever it's called. Yeah, I think he'd use him over
Joaquim and Gaia.
Yeah.
I think Luke Shaw. Isn't Luke Shaw injured?
He's in the squad.
He'll be fit for the tournament.
Yeah,
he has been struggling. Same as Trippier.
Who?
I'm not sure if Trippier. I'm not sure if he went to that stupid tournament thing out in Australia.
He did. He came off after 36 minutes.
Yeah, because he got a knock, didn't he? So
well, I've read it wasn't an injury.
Yeah, I've seen it was a planned substitution.
It were a planned sub, so everyone's been kicking off saying he got injured in Australia and he didn't. They actually only planned to play him for a short amount of time.
Which also is stupid anyway.
Oh, we can't fucking get
so
onto
stupid. That. So fucking stupid. The midfield has got to be the best midfield we've ever had.
Yeah.
Especially my gen. I'm even saying it's better than Beckham, Lampard, Gerrard, Scholes. Because for England, they weren't that good.
No.
I think with those, they were all very similar midfielders. Where the midfielders we've got now have got sort of their own distinctions. Like Declan Rice and Adam Wharton are like holders, aren't they? And then we've got Foden and Bellingham, if you're classing Foden as a midfielder, and whatnot. Are obviously more attacking.
I'm seeing everyone say that they need to put Bellingham and Rice next to each other, and he can just fucking kill it.
No,
you can't do that.
He's just nearly won the Golden Boot in Spain as a midfielder, and you want to drop him deeper.
You want to put him in front of defence.
It's fucking mad. It's
Bellingham's our star player.
Yeah, you work the team around him.
You play him in his best place. Yeah,
20 years old or not. I think if you had a midfield 3 of Rice, Wharton, and Bellingham, that does well against any team in the tournament.
I don't think he'll play Wharton. I think he'll play Trent.
You think he played? I don't think you can just chuck Trent in though.
I don't think he will.
They listed him as a midfielder.
They did. You're right. You're right. They did.
And I just think there's no need to consider him a midfielder if he's not in your plans to play midfield.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true.
I'm not disagreeing with it until we see it, but at the same time, when you've got good enough players who've had a great breakout season in Manu and Wharton, I don't see why you risk playing someone out of position. One of England's historic issues is playing players out of position to fit them into a team.
Yeah. And when you've got and the thing is, like, do you remember like the left midfield problem we had for years? We had no one who could play left side of midfield. I get that. I get trying to crowbar players in when you don't have a player to play there. But as a defensive midfielder alongside Rice, you've got two young lads who are outstanding footballers in that position.
Yeah.
So why crowbar other people in? Then I don't get it, and it doesn't make sense.
Especially when both Mainu and Wharton have been playing week in, week out for the last 6 months in the Premier League. And in our group, we're coming up against Slovenia. Obviously, Denmark are a decent team, but they're no better than what plays in the Premier League.
No.
What they come up against in the Premier League.
And why not give them those 3 games, get them acclimatised to international football, playing at that pace, playing with this team, and then let them go and play against the big boys.
Yeah.
They didn't. France didn't not play Mbappe because he's too young, and Olivier Giroud can play left foot. Like, do you know what I mean? Play your best players.
Yeah.
It's always been the thing that pisses me off with England. I know Gareth Southgate's ditching his fucking waistcoat, but he needs to ditch the job. The big nose cunt.
I also think that you play Bellingham in that centre attacking midfield role. I think we need pace on at least one wing, and I think Anthony Gordon does that on the left.
I think Gordon has to be.
Yeah,
I think Gordon's.
And then I think that Southgate has to make a decision of whether he plays Foden or Saka on the right.
I don't think that is a decision.
I don't even think he'll even consider Gordon to start, to be honest. He'll play Saka one side, Foden another.
I agree. He'll play Saka and Foden.
I'd rather Saka played out on right and Foden played out on left, to be honest. And
I
think that's better than Gordon and Saka, just because Foden's quicker than you think. He's not he's not slow in the slightest. You don't need the pace of him.
He can be slow because the way he goes past people, it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
But I think Anthony Gordon could do some damage off the bench.
Yeah.
You bring him on 70 minutes when people are knackered.
This year.
Yeah, I think so. I think semis or final. I think you're right. I think we bottle it again.
I think the problem is, I think we go all the way. It's just if we can hold us fucking bottle in the final.
Yeah, I agree. That France team is fucking good though. It's a good squad,
I've not looked at France squad.
You don't need to. Just name some French players.
Do you know? I think is the most underrated at the moment squad, and they're good odds at the moment. Portugal, 8-1 they are to win that.
Yeah.
If you look at the spine of their team, they have got quality all over the pitch.
They still play Ronaldo, don't like Ronaldo's going to play in it. Is he this? Can he cut it at this level now?
I don't know if he. I'm not sure, to be honest.
He asked if you've got Ronaldo in the squad, you play him.
Yeah.
I'd go as far to say, to be honest, now that I think he'll be a detriment to him this tournament. I think they'll force him up top every game. He won't chase down. He won't apply pressure. He won't sprint until he needs to do it for his own selfish benefit. And I think it'll be like playing with 10 men most of the game.
It'll be like when Tottenham played Harry Kane in the Champions League final. He was on one leg. They shouldn't have played him. Should have played Lucas Moura. Just scored that hat-trick in the semi-final. Kane was anonymous. Ronaldo will be anonymous this summer. But we'll leave talking about Ronaldo till next week.
I think the only way we've got to do it is we've got to be shithouses for a tournament. Because
I think we've just got to play the way we like with the players we've got.
Yeah.
I think we've got the best squad in the tournament. Like starting 11 wise.
I really hope France bottle it and don't get through the group so Giroud can get to LA as quick as he can.
That's something that literally nobody else in the world has said, which is interesting. Speaking of something that nobody else has said in the world, did we do well on Sorry Darts, Aaron?
Me and Mark did. Yeah, me and Mark did really well.
So, give us a recap, because it was 2 weeks ago now. I can't even remember who I picked, so I definitely can't be blamed for it.
I went Jordi van Le Berge, who
that was good.
Got 71.7. Mark went for Zam Pedre, who got 75.6, putting us on 147.3.
Lovely picks, boys. Really good picks. There's no way I bottled this.
So we need a 32.7 from Adam, who picked Brahim Diaz to come on and just play 2 minutes for Real Madrid, or even start, because you actually thought they'll rest players and stuff. Sat on the bench for the whole game, didn't come on. So we got 147.3. If you'd have just come off the bench and done nothing, we'd have got 172.3. So yeah, you fucked it, mate. But you didn't fuck it as much as Connor did, because
Oh, that's
Connor
good. Wow. How did Connor
Connor
do?
had 3 starters.
Yeah,
He had
lovely.
Rutter, which by the way we've not recorded since the playoff final.
Hey! Fuck him. Yorkshire
Oh,
scum.
even last night, in between a song, all of a sudden Sheffield Arena started singing "Leeds are falling apart" again, and it was bliss. When I was there with my best pal, who was a Leeds fan, and it was great. I had my arm around him, singing it into his ear, and he was devastated. So fuck Leeds United. Rutter got a 45.4. He went
Yeah.
Joe Aribo, who got a 37.7, and he
Lovely.
went Flynn
Flying.
Downs, who got a 37.8, and he got 120.9.
Well done, Connor.
Yeah, so he still lost and had 3 starters to our 2.
Jesus. Yeah, I can only apologise, boys, but also it's Carlo Ancelotti's fault because they'd already won the league. Why the fuck are you playing a full strength side with the Champions League in a week? That does not make sense. And they drew 0-0, so you might as well just chuck fucking Brahim out. Not bad. Never mind.
Do you want to do one this week, but just do, rather than against each other, just do one each, just to see what we score?
Just do, yeah, because there's not really a lot to pick from. There's the friendlies that are obviously being scored.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's just do one, us guys.
Next weekend.
This
I
weekend
think.
coming.
Oh, does it have to be the weekend? I think
Yeah,
it's only
because
played
we'll
on Wednesday.
probably record the Sunday, unless you want to do a midweek one and we just class that as our darts for the week.
Yeah, either way. Can they be in either fixture? But if I'll tell you which fixture I want them for.
All right, yeah, not a bad idea.
So like you can have them from midweek or the weekend, but you can't like have the best score. You have to say which fixture it's for. So I will have on Tuesday Switzerland are at home to Estonia.
Yep.
And I will have Zeki Amdouni. Zeki Amdouni. The Swiss Messi, the top goal scorer at the 2024 Euros. The top goal scorer in the 2024-25 EFL Championship season. The top goal scorer in the 2025-26 Premier League season and Champions League campaign, which I think is quite impressive. Zeki Amdouni, please.
And what's he going to score?
He's going to get an 82.2.
Okay.
So specific.
I'd have done it as an 82.4, but
no, there was a misplaced pass at the end because he tried to shoot, like score from the halfway line. The class says a pass.
It's a difficult one, isn't it? Because they're friendly, so
yeah,
a lot of rotation.
Yeah, there could be some rotation.
Yeah.
You want mine, Mark? Or
yeah, you go.
I've got mine.
Yeah, you go, mate.
I'm gonna go for Diego Dallo.
Portugal versus Finland.
Finland, yeah, the midweek game.
Interesting. Who do they play this
I think
weekend?
he'll play. I think he'll score really well. So if Adam gets 82.8 and I get 98.1, like I'm expected, we've pretty much hit it already.
Yeah. Just seen there's a game that's really taken me fancy. I should have picked that one. Never mind.
What change now?
No, I'm not.
Do you know what? On Thursday, Wales are playing against Gibraltar.
I knew this was coming.
We're getting a huge score.
There could be quite a lot of rotation, though.
One.
I'm going to go for... I'll go for Brennan Johnson.
Ooh. Watch us get 180 on the dot because Zeki Amdouni DMPs. You both score 90.
I'll take that. And we class it as a me and Mark win then because we actually got the score.
No, because the whole point is it has to be 3 players. So without me, you actually are disqualified. So you can fuck off. Jesus, that could be a massive score. Or it could also be 0 because all 3 could get left out because it's a friendly.
All rotators.
That's fun. I want that. I want either the biggest score or the lowest score.
Nothing.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, boys,
next thing.
what do you want to talk about?
Shall we I mean, I don't think you've gone through it yet, Mark. 'Cause I don't think you've had a chance. But the new Rivals leagues,
Oh yeah.
we
Yeah.
did our game at the weekend where people challenged Mark to get into our league. Were there any big hitters?
There were a few, yeah. So we had 52 challenges, I think, in
Don't
total.
mind. God, we're
Which-
massive.
I was not one of those
I
challenges.
wasn't one either. I didn't even put the lineup out.
I didn't even watch it.
So yeah, we had about 52 challenges, of which how many did I beat? So I beat 23 of them.
Decent.
Oh, you've done shit.
Ruled
Yeah.
out half of the cast.
Yeah.
I was being nice, but Aaron wasn't.
And I haven't gone through all of them because we've got 17 to go from, but quite helpfully, it puts them in order of who scored the highest.
But just to
against
make your
them.
life a lot more miserable as well, by the way, when you go through it, you have to make sure that they haven't used pro cards because technically you've got to go off the base scores.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So if they've used pro cards, you'll have to go in and look at their base score without the limited.
No,
Your
I'm
best bet is
not,
just
I'm
having
not
the
doing that. I'm just going to go for whoever scored the most.
just have the
I don't give a shit.
SO5
I'm not
lineup.
going there and working out all the fucking base scores.
Oh, that's not
Just
fair.
go on, I just go on Red Data and have the game, the scores up, and then
Yeah.
you can literally see the 5 they've put out, and you just have to calculate it.
Nah,
Piss,
fuck
piss.
that. I've got a list here of who's got the highest, and it goes
Wow,
down
so
to who's
it's
got the
pay
lowest.
to win.
Yeah.
Whoever used the most limited
Mate,
cards.
yeah.
Someone gets in.
Wow.
If people,
Someone gets in based on that, by the way. We've fucked up because I've told them on Twitter that we're not.
I don't care. Life's not fair.
Life's tough. Wear a helmet.
Yeah, if they went out and bought a limited card, they might have got higher up the leaderboard. That's all I'm saying. I also played with 5 commons, and I still beat half of the field. A lot of them had rares. I beat someone who had 2 rares and a super rare.
That's good.
See, money can't buy you wins, can it?
No.
So yeah, if anyone's disappointed that they didn't get in and they would have, just message Mark on Twitter. Don't come to the podcast account because it's not me.
Yeah.
I tried.
Oh God.
All I'm saying is I've got a list here of the highest score all the way down, so I'm just going to go 17 back, and those people are in.
Fair.
Fuck them.
Fuck them indeed. I love that for us.
Time is money.
And money
And
is
to
time.
be fair, what we'll do is once you just tell me the list, I'm going to have to tweet it out anyway and get them to get in touch because we might not have the manager. Like we can invite them probably through Sorare and that, but
Oh,
could probably do with getting in touch with them.
Yeah, that is true.
We'll sort that out.
I won't.
We've got time.
That's your job, Aaron. You're the Twitter boy, aren't you? So
no, that's fine.
I'll
it's the easiest job out of the 3 of us.
I'll just fuck about. Lads, I'm back at work tomorrow.
That sucks.
I've been off for 3 months. Back at work tomorrow.
So you know the name?
I'm already. Well, I've got to wait till I can get sick pay again. So I've got to wait another year. Yeah, I'm not doing fucking statutory sick pay.
Are you purposely going to turn up just a little bit late so that everyone's already in the office or whatever, so that you get like a proper welcome?
Absolutely fucking not. I went in the other day, and I was like, I do not want to walk through this office at all. So my knee was hurting as well, so I had to take a crutch, and I was like, I just can't be fucking bothered with people talking to me. Oh, what's happened? What's happened? Fuck off. Just leave me alone. Got bit by a shark. Leave me alone.
If you've walked through an office with a crutch, by the way, the minute you walk back out, they go, look at this fucking fanny. He's having to pretend that his knee hurts just because he's been off for 3 months.
Wants a day off. Yeah.
He's just pretending he wants the sympathy.
He's just been in fucking Wales for a week. He didn't have his crutch then, did he?
He's gallivanting around Wales for a fucking week. And now he's limping in the office.
Yeah.
Literally, how sad is this, right? So Ellie's dad and his wife and Ellie wanted to go for a walk, like, just off the beach, like up on the cliffs. So I just sat on the beach on my own, windy, for like half an hour while they had a walk up onto the cliffs. It's legit the saddest thing in the world. Just me just sat there in a hoodie on the beach like this.
It's like a really shitty album cover.
Yeah. Just surrounded by fucking camping chairs and fucking bulls.
I want you to walk into the office tomorrow and do like, you know, the original Charlie and the Chocolate Factory where Willy Wonka's like hobbling with a stick.
Yeah.
Then he just stops and drops it and then just like falls forward, but then
skips
does like
away into a forward roll. Yeah.
Right,
the best thing is
Is it Grandpa Joe that's sat in bed, can't get out, but all of a sudden
Yeah,
he's fucking
fucking
drank and took
benefits
our golden
cheat.
ticket, and now he can fucking
Benefits
swan
cheat.
around a factory?
Not bad.
Fucking
Honestly, if
blind
I were
prick.
Charlie, I'd have said to him, "You fucking scumbag. We're living
Yeah.
in this house. You could have been out there earning a fucking wage, getting us a little bit, literally just a 1-bedroom. Because right now, Grandpa Joe, we're in a 0-bedroom. You lazy cunt.
No.
Get out there, get a fucking 0-hour contract down at Amazon warehouse, and fucking do a bit.
I know.
What? Fucking sat in bed until something crops up. Not bad, honestly. And he's
Mate.
fucking investigating that fella.
There's no bigger of a cunt than Grandpa Joe from Charlie and Chocolate Factory.
Agreed.
Honestly.
Agreed. I've always said if I had 3 bullets and I was in a room with Hitler, Bin Laden, and Grandpa Joe from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, I'd shoot fucking Grandpa Joe 3 times. I couldn't even get through that then.
So not only is he a benefits cheat, right?
It's now worse than a terrorist.
They go into the factory, they nick the fucking bubble gum or whatever.
Yeah,
the fucking fizzy lifting drinks or whatever it is.
One
Also,
benefits cheat.
It's his
What were you-
granddad. Why is his actual parent not taking him to a factory? Fuck off, granddad.
Agreed. The 2 that are out there fucking grafting.
Yeah.
Did he get any free
Lemon
chocolate?
Bell,
Did he get a fancy tour? No, did he fuck? Does Grandpa Joe rock up and go, "Oh, well, I had to go through the war"? Shut up. I bet he was led in bed saying that he had a poorly tour. It's bollocks. It's fucking bollocks. He's a cheat. I had a lot of... it turns out I had a lot of pent-up feelings about Grandpa Joe.
Yeah, I shouldn't
that
have brought him up, should
I wasn't aware of. Well, that feels like a good note to end on. Anything else you want to say before we go, chaps?
No.
I think that's a good way to do it.
Sweet. So I will speak to you next week where we will do a breakdown of groups D, E, and F with our usual outstanding lack of knowledge. Do a couple more quizzes. I'll speak to you then.
Sweet.
Love you, bye.
See you in a bit, boys. Fuck Grandpa Joe.